Dangal greetings, I'm Justin Epscana, the leader of our group. So in this video, we're gonna discuss about the project we made, and each of my members gonna discuss about the block of code that assigned to them.
Dangal greetings, I'm Ronorman B. Canayong, and I'm going to report the main method sa aming project. So, ang first is dito naman tayo sa may object declaration, which is dito tayo nagde-declare ng tatlong object. Yun yung isa para sa product management, isa para sa sales management, and isa para sa reports and analytics. Sila yung mga gagamitin sa mga sub-menu later. And next is dito naman tayo sa main menu loop. Ito yung main menu system gamit ang while true loop. Tuloy-tuloy itong magdi-display hanggang piliin ng user ang exit option. Tinatanggap ng program ang input ng user at sinisave sa variable na main choice. Next is sa main menu switch. Dito, nagde-decide ang program kung anong function ang tatawagin based sa pinili ng user. Pag 1 yung pinili, pupunta sa product management menu. Pag 2 naman, pupunta sa sales management menu. Pag sa 3 naman is pupunta sa report and analytics menu. Pag 0 naman is mag-exit ang system. And kung mali naman po is magpapakita ito ng invalid choice. Next naman is sa product management menu. Ito ang submenu para sa product management. Gamit ulit ang while loop. Tuloy-tuloy lang itong hanggang bumalik ang user sa main menu. Iba't ibang product function ng pagpipilian ng user. First is yung add product sa may case 1. Pag pinili ang 1, hihingi ang program ng product details gaya ng ID, name, price, and quantity nito. Itatry niya i-convert ang input sa tamang data type. Kapag mali ang input, papasok sa catch at magpapakita ng error message yung program. Next is sa may view product, which is yung case 2. Pinapakita ng number 2 ang listahan ng product in forward order. Habang sa may case 3 naman is backward order naman siya. Ito ay depende kung paano nakastore ang data sa product management class. And sa case 4 naman is yung update product. Dito ina-update ng user ang product details gamit ang product ID. Kung may maling input, may error handling ulit gamit ang try and catch. Next naman is sa may delete product. Kapag pinili ng user yung 5, pwedeng mag-delete ng product gamit ang ID. Kung mali ang input, maglalabas ulit siya ng warning message. And sa may case 6 naman is ito ay para mag-search ng product sa database. Ipiprint ng system ang resulta kung meron sa listahan yung product na gusto mong i-search. Kung wala naman is walang lalabas. And sa may last is sa return and default, which is ang case 0. Pag 0 ang pinili ng user, babalik sa main menu yung program, and kung maling number naman ang i-enter is may warning message ulit. And yun lang yung part ko. Next in presenter na.
So this menu is designed to manage and track sales. It runs inside a while loop, so it keeps showing until the user decides to go back to the main menu. The options are record sale, view all sales, delete sale record, generate sales summary, and back to main menu. If the user chooses 1, the program asks for a sale ID and product ID, then records that sale using sales.recordSale. Option 2, display all existing sales through sales.display sales. Option 3, lets the user delete a sales by entering its ID, and the program removes it using sales.delete sale. Option 4 gives a full summary. It shows the total sales revenue, total number of sales, and most sold product by calling sales.total sales revenue, sales.total sales count, and sales.most sold product. And if the user enters 0, it returns to the main menu. If an invalid choice is entered, the program simply says invalid choice threading. Next, this menu is used to analyze and view important data from our products and sales. It also runs with a while loop, so the menu keeps showing until the user goes back to the main menu. The options are view total number of products, view total sales revenue, identify most sold product, identify out of stock products, and back to the main menu. If the user picks one, it calls support the total products to show how many products are available. Option 2 shows the total revenue through reports the total sales revenue. Option 3 identifies the most sold product using reports that most sold product. Option 4 lists products that are out of stock with reports that out of stock products. And then if the user enters 0, it goes back to main menu. And if the user types something invalid, it also shows invalid choice threading.
Dangal greetings, my name is Justin Villabarquez and ang explain ko po yung sa class node. So first line, dinideclare dito yung class natin, papangalan natin siya ng node. Next, instance variable, so gumamit tayo ng private kasi ayaw natin siya ma-access outside the class, so dito lang siya sa class natin ma-access. First variable, int id, gumamit tayo ng int dito sa id kasi mamaya number po ang kukunin natin. Next, string name, gumamit tayo ng string kasi pangalan ang kukunin natin dyan. Next, double price, gumamit tayo ng double kasi need natin mamaya yung decimal kasi yung mga price meron siyang cent or bottle. So next, in quantity, gumamit tayo ng in kasi mamaya kukunin natin yung bilang or number. Next naman po is gagawa tayo ng node, ang pangalan niya is next. And gagawa ulit tayo ng isa pang node, ang pangalan naman niya is prib. So itong prib, gagamitin ito mamaya sa double linked list. Next naman po sa constructor, public node, and may laman po ang ating parameter. So int id, string name, double price, and in quantity. So itong parameter is manggagaling ito mamaya sa ibang class. Dito siya i-store. Yan. And for example, itong ano na to, itong parameter is manggagaling siya mamaya sa main. Dito siya i-store. Next, this.id equal to id. So dito, this.id, ang tinutukoy ditong id is yung andito sa class or sa object. Ito. And ito namang kabila na id, ang tinutukoy dito is yung nasa parameter. So gumamit tayo ng this.id para hindi malito yung program. So pag nakakita ka ng this.id, ang tinutukoy na ito yung nandito sa class. Ay ito namang nasa kabila, ang tinutukoy dito is yung nasa parameter. So ganun po ang ano ng function ng this. So ganun din ang explanation dito sa this.name, this.price, and so on. Next naman po, ito tayo sa getters. Meron tayong 6 na getters and pares lang siya sa variable natin kanina. So get int get id, get name, get price, get quantity, get next, and get prib. So ito naman is nagre-return to ng corresponding value dito sa field na to. So for example, itong get id, pag tinawag natin siya mamaya sa ibang class, magre-return siya ng value ng id na to. And itong id na to, alam naman natin laman nito is int. So mamaya kapag tinawag yan, ang laman yan is number. Ganun din sa string, pag tinawag ito mamaya, ang lamang nito is pangalan or words. So double, ganun din, pag tinawag siya mamaya, magre-return siya ng value, and then double naman siya, which is yung may decimal. So ganun din po sa iba. Dito naman tayo sa setters. So meron din tayong 6 na setters, parehas lang dun sa getters natin and sa variable. So set id, ang ginagawa na ito is kina-update niya yung corresponding field. So kunyari ito sa set id, kapag sinet mo yung id dun sa ibang class, mamaya tinawag mo to, isiset niya yung id nun and ma-store siya dito sa parameter. And then itong this.id, ano ito, natakal na natin ito kanina, tinutukoy ditong this.id is nandito sa class, is mag-equal siya doon sa may parameter. So itong nasa class and itong ID na nasa parameter is mapupunta siya dito sa this.id na nandito sa class. And ganun din, parehas din siya sa set quantity. So sa set next and set fields naman po is ginagamit siya para malink natin yung nodes together, para pang manipulate natin yung double linked list natin. Yung set next, pag sinet mo siya, yung address niya mapupunta dito, and ganun din sa set prib. Dito naman tayo next sa toString method. Gamit ito public string to string. So ang ginagawa nito is nagre-return po siya ng mga readable string para po ma-represent natin yung node natin. So ayun, nire-return niya po yung ID, name, price, and quantity. So parang ano po siya sa display, para ma-display natin yung laman ng itong node. So yun lang po yung sa class node. Thank you.
Greetings, I'm Joseph Scana discussing about product management class. So this class manages a list of product using doubly linked list. So it supports operations such as adding, viewing, searching, updating, and deleting products. So private node head declares a variable for the first node, and then private node tail declares a variable for the last node. And then this product management method, so this method is the constructor to initialize the linked list. So head equal to null, meaning the list is empty, and also the tail is equal to null, so meaning non-empty rin siya. Then this add product method, this method adds a new product to the list. And then the time complexity is big O of 1 because it adds directly to the end. And then in this new node declaration, it creates a new node with given details. And this if else statement check if the list is empty. And if empty, the new node, and the head is, if the head is empty, the new node becomes the head. Also becomes the tail since it's the only node. And then tail.set next new node. This is the link to the current last node to the new node. And then this new node.set prev tail, set the previous link of the new node to the old tail. And then tail equal to new node, move the tail pointer to the new node and it's now the last node. And then last is the display confirmation message after adding a product. So this view product forward method, so ito ang nagbe-view ng product head hanggang tail. And then the time complexity is big O of n because it checks each product one by one. And then this if else statement, so ito na-check kung yung list ba is empty. So kapag yung list is empty, mag-display siya ng no product available. And then mag-exit agad dahil wala namang di-display. Yun yung purpose ng return, pang exit. And then pero pag may laman naman siya, dito siya mapupunta sa node temp equal head. So ito yung mag-set para mauna yung first node o para mauna yung head sa display. So ito naman yung while loop. Siya yung mag-loop head hanggang tail. And then this system.out.print temp.toString. So siya yung nag-display ng current product. And then next this temp equal temp.getNext. So ito naman nag-move papunta sa next product. And then next this public void view product. This view product backward. So ito naman method kabaliktaran nitong forward. So nag-print siya ng backward product. So binuview niya yung tail hanggang head naman. So sa una head hanggang tail, dito naman tail hanggang head. So same lang din ng time complexity big O of n because it check each product one by one. And then same sa taas, may statement din na check kung yung list ba is empty. So same lang din mag-display ng no product available kung walang laman yung list. And then mag-exit agad. So, pero pag may laman naman, andito yung node temp equal tail. So, ito yung nagsiset para mauna yung last tail o para mauna yung tail sa printing. And then, this while loop, so ito yung naglo-loop start sa tail hanggang head. So, kabalik rin nun sa taas kasi yung sa taas kasi una-una head. Ito naman, nauna yung tail. And then, same sa kabila, sa taas din, temp.toString, ito yung nadi-display ng current product. Ito naman, temp equal temp.getPrev. So, ito ang nag-move papunta sa previous product. Di ba sa taas, next product? Ito naman, nag-move siya papunta sa previous product.
Dangal greetings, sir. My name is Mariel Burgos and I'm gonna explain these three methods. So, the first one po is search by ID. Second is search by name. And last is update product. So, sa number one method po, which is search by ID, dito po, hinahanap niya yung isang product sa linked list using its ID number. Nag-i-start po siya from the first node called yung head, and then chine-check niya po each product one by one. Kapag nahanap na po niya yung product na nag-match doon sa given na ID, it will immediately returns that product. And if na-reach na po niya yung end ng list na walang nahanap na kapareho, magre-return po siya into null, meaning na yung product na yon is hindi nag-exist. So, in simple terms po, this method is tinutulungan niya po malocate yung product by its ID in the list. And this method is a big O of n po kasi po yung algorithm niya is sa unahan muna nag-check which is sa head. Then kapag yung product naman po na gusto nating ipa-search is nasa dulo po ng list, kailangan niya munang i-check yung mga previous nodes kaya naging big O of n po. Next is the method search by name. Dito naman po, sinesearch niya yung isang product sa linked list using its name. Nag-i-start din po siya from the first node and then chine-check yung each product one by one. Yung method na po na to is kino-compare niya naman yung given name with each product's name. Case insensitive siya kasi ini-ignore niya po yung differences ni uppercase and lowercase letters. And then kapag nakahanap na po siya ng match, ipiprint niya po yung details ng products and then i-return. And kapag wala naman pong nahanap na match after checking all the products, magre-return naman po siya into null. In short, yung method naman na po ito is tumutulong siya para mahanap yung product by its name sa list. And yung time complexity niya rin po is also a big O of n kasi needed din po niyang dumaan muna sa every node sa linked list para mahanap yung product. Last is the method update product. So, ginagamit naman siya para palitan yung details ng isang existing product sa linked list. So, ang una naman po nitong ginagawa is chine-check niya muna yung kung yung list ba is walang laman. And then, kapag wala pong laman, magpiprint siya ng message saying na walang products na need i-update. And kapag hindi naman po siya empty, dito na po yung ginagamit yung method para mahanap po yung product na may given ID. And then kapag nahanap po, mag-update po yung name, price, and also yung quantity with new information provided. And then magpiprint din po siya ng message saying na yung update is successful. Then, kapag hindi naman po nahanap yung product, mag-show naman po siya ng message saying na yung product is not found. So, in short, yung method na to is ginagamit po siya para mag-edit or mag-update ng products information sa list. And big O of n din po siya kasi one by one niyang chine-check yung nodes until mahanap yung product or ma-reach yung end. Then, before po siya magbago ng any details, magse-search muna siya through linked list para mahanap yung product with the matching ID. Kaya po naging big O of n. Yun lang po.
Dangal greetings, sir. I am Franzen Castillo and today I'll be explaining a part of my project, a linked list implementation for managing products. In this section, I'll focus on three main methods: delete product, search product, and total products. Let's go through each one step by step. Part 1 is delete product. This first method called delete product allows us to delete a product from the linked list using its unique ID. The time complexity is big O of n since we may need to traverse the entire list to find the product. Let's go through the logic. First, we check if the list is empty using if head equals null. If it's empty, we print no products to delete and return false. Next, we create a pointer called current to loop through the list until we find the node that matches the given ID. Once we find the matching node, we handle 4 possible cases. Only one product in the list. If head and tail are the same, we simply set both to null. Next, deleting the first product. We move head to the next node and set its previous pointer to null. Next is deleting the last product. We move to tail to the previous node and set its next pointer to null. Last one is deleting a product in the middle. We connect the previous node and next node to each other, effectively removing the current one. After deletion, it prints product deleted successfully and returns true. If the ID is not found, it prints product not found and return false. Next one is search product or string search. The next method is search product, which allows us to search for a product by name. This method also has a time complexity of big O of n because it checks each node one by one. If the list is empty, it prints no products to search. Otherwise, it calls a helper method called search by name to find the node with the matching product name. If the product exists, it prints the product found and return true. Otherwise, it prints product not found and return false. Next is total products. The third method, total products, simply counts how many products are currently stored in the list. It starts with a counter set to 0 and a temporary node pointing to head. Then it loops through the list, increasing the count for each node until it reaches the end. Finally, it returns the total number of products. The time complexity for this method is also big O of n because it traverses all the nodes once. Next is getHead. The getHead method is a simple getter that returns the head node of the list. It has constant time complexity of big O of 1 since it's only return one value. In summary, this method together make it possible to manage a product list efficiently using a doubly linked list structure. We can delete, search, and count products while maintaining the list connection properly. Thank you.
Greetings everyone, I'm Arvin Espidillon. I'm going to present this line of code. First po nun is yung the sales node. It's a blueprint for each sales record. Ito po is like a box that stores sales detail. Then, yung mga field po nun, ano ba yung mga field? Yung sales ID, ito po yung unique number of for each sale. Then, yung product ID, which is yung product identifier. Then, yung product name, is each yung product name. Then, yung quantity sold, how many items sold. Then, yung total price is yung total amount of sale. Then, yung next po is yung the link to the next sale. Then, yung previous po is the link to the previous sale. Then, this form is a double linked list. The sales connected in both direction. Yan po siya. Then, next po is the constructor. It builds a new sales node object when a sales happen. It assigns all sales detail to the object and set the next and previous to null because it's not yet connected to each sale or to another sale. Then the next method is define how the sales will be displayed when printed. Then when you print the sales node, it shows all detail in one readable line. Example, yung sales ID 1 is yung product is yung soap. Then yung quantity sold is 5. Then yung total price is yung 100 pesos. Then the head points to the first sale in the list. Then yung the tail points to the last sale in the list. Then the constructor set both into null because no sale exists yet. Then next method, record a new sale. Then it is first search for the product in the product list using the ID product. If no product matches, it show product not found and stop. Then sumunod po nun is yung next, the program asks how many items were sold. And check po niya if there's enough stock, kung may stock ba yung product. Then sumunod po it's if there is, kung may stock siya, magkakalculate po siya ng total sales price. Then ito times po siya yung price sa quantity. Then mag-update po ng stock. Then magsusubtract po ng sold amount. Then next po is create a new sales node and add it at the end of linked list. If the first sale becomes both head and tail. Otherwise, connect to the existing tail. After adding, print sales record successfully. Then yung display sales, yung method loop through the list that nagpiprint po ng all sales using a string. Yun lang po.
Dengal greetings sir, I'm Josephine May de la Cruz, and today I will explain the method of our code, which is the delete sale. The delete sale method removes a specific sale record from a doubly linked list using its sale ID method. It starts from the head node and searches through the list until it finds the node with the matching ID. Depending on the node's position, the method adjusts the links. If it's the only node, both the head and tail are set to null. If it's at the start or end, the head or tail pointer is updated. And if it's in the middle, the surrounding nodes are reconnected. Once deleted, it displays a success message and returns true. If not found, it prints sale ID not found and return false. So, etong delete sale method, siya po yung nagdi-delete ng sale record gamit yung sale ID. I-check nyo sa isa-isa bawat node hanggang sa mahanap yung tamang ID. Kapag nasa gitna, una o dulo yung record, automatic niyang inaayos yung mga link para hindi masira yung list. Pag na-delete na, mag-print siya ng sale record deleted successfully, pero kung wala talagang match, sasabihin niya, sale ID not found. Ang next method ko naman po i-explain is yung total sales revenue. The total sales revenue method calculates the total amount of sales revenue in the linked list. It starts with the total value of 0 and transfers through each node, adding up the total price of every sale. After reaching the end, it displays the total computed revenue and returns the total value as a double. Ito naman po yung method na nag-a-add ng lahat ng sales para makuha yung kabuuang revenue. Iikot siya mula ulo hanggang dulo ng list. Tapos iipunin lahat ng total price. Pagkatapos, papakita niya sa output kung magkano lahat ng kinita para ang total sales ng buong record. Ang next naman po is yung most sold product na method. The most sold product method determines which product was sold the most by comparing quantities of all products in the sales list. It uses two loops. The outer loop checks each product, while the inner loop counts how many times that same product appears in the list. It keeps track of the highest quantity found and the corresponding product name, printing the result once all comparisons are done. If there are no records, it displays no sales data available. Ito naman po yung method na hinahanap kung alin yung pinakamaraming nabentang product. May dalawang loop dito, yung isa para mag-check ng bawat product, tapos yung isa para bilangin kung ilang beses na siyang lumabas. Pagkatapos ng lahat ng comparison, ipapakita niya kung alin ang most sold product. Kapag walang data, sasabihin lang niya na no sales data available. And for the next is yung total sales count na method. The total sales count method counts the total number of sales transactions in the linked list. It starts from the head node and increments a counter each time a node is visited. When the traversal is complete, it prints and returns the total number of transactions. Ang total sales count naman ay nagbibilang lang kung ilan lahat ng sales record na nasa list. Magsisimula siya sa head, tapos bibilangin bawat node hanggang matapos. Sa dulo, ipapakita niya kung ilan lahat ng transaction, parang total number of sales transaction.
Greetings po, my name is Aaron Cruzante. Ako po yung mag-explain ng class na may pangalang Report and Analytics. Explain ko din po yung bawat methods at kung ano po yung gamit nila. So yung first method po is may pangalang Total Products. So yung ginagawa po ng method na to is binibilang kung gaano kadami yung products na nakalagay dun sa linked list na nasa loob ng product management. So paano nga ba nangyayari yun? It starts sa pag-declare ng count. Tapos i-assign yung head dun sa current. Yung current i-test gamit yung if statement na may condition current equals null. So kapag true, magpiprint ang no products in inventory. Tapos pag false, magli-loop dun sa linked list. Hihinto lang yung loop kapag umabot sa dulo ng linked list. So each loop, mag-increase yung count by 1. Tapos lilipat sa next node. Pagkatapos nun, ipiprint yung value ng count. So, yung second method po na may pangalang Total Sales Revenue, ang ginagawa lang po nito is pinapasa sa isang method yung task para po makuha yung Total Sales Revenue. So, yung method na po ito na pinagpasahan ay nasa loob ng sale list na class. Yun lang po. Sa pangatlong method naman na may pangalang Most Sold Product, ang ginagawa naman ito is ganun din, pinapasa din po yung task sa isang method. Parehas lang din po sila ng class, which is yung sale list. So, yun po. Para makuha yung Most Sold Product. So, yung pang-apat po na method na may pangalang Out of Stock Products, ang ginagawa lang po nito is nililista lahat ng products na mayroong stocks na 0 o wala. So, paano nga ba yung gumagana? First, i-assign muna sa current yung head. Tapos pagkatapos po nun, kung wala pong laman yung current, magpiprint po ng no product in the list. Tapos kapag false naman po, magduloop po dun sa linked list o dun sa lahat ng nodes. Tapos, i-check po kung yung quantity po nung node na yon ay less than 0 or equals less than or equals 0. Ibig sabihin po nun, walang stock yung product. Tapos kapag nakita po o yung node na yon or yung product na yon is out of stock, ipiprint po lahat yung details niya. Tapos may boolean po na magtatrack kung na-met po yung condition. Tapos pag wala pong nahanap na product na hindi po out of stock, magpiprint po ng no out of stock products found.